What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel for those of you who are returning. My name is Dallas, and in today's spooky video, we are diving into the haunted history of some of Saint Augustine's oldest cemeteries. We'll be exploring some of its eeriest spots, starting with the legendary Tolomato Cemetery. This cemetery dates back to the 1700s and is the final resting place for over 1,000 souls, but only has 100 gravestones. It's known for its strange sightings like the bishop's phantom, or more famously, the exploding bishop. The story of the exploding priest in Saint Augustine is about the funeral of Bishop Jean-Pierre Augustin Mercelin Varro, the first Roman Catholic bishop of Saint Augustine. In 1876, Bishop Varro passed away and his funeral was delayed to allow mourners from Cuba to attend. To keep his body from deteriorating in the hot Florida summer, he was placed in a sealed, airtight iron casket with a glass top and buried in a pit lined with sawdust and ice. The casket began to rattle violently due to its interaction of the humid heat and the gases coming from the bishop's body. The casket exploded, shattering the glass top and showering everyone with flesh. Some people still claim to see his ghost in priestly garb floating near where he was buried, praying. Another spooky story is about the ghost of a little boy, James, who is said to roam its grounds after he tragically fell to his death while playing in a tree after losing his grip. His mother got permission to bury him in the very same spot he fell in. Some have claimed to see a boy wearing period clothing playing near the tree and hear him laughing or calling out on occasion. These cemeteries, with the exception of one, are closed to the public, so unfortunately we were unable to go inside. However, we have a spirit box and an EMF reader to investigate with, and what we got will shock you. Okay, so we are going around to the different local cemeteries here, and this is one which we already showed you a little bit, but right now we actually have it's a multi-purpose EMF reader, and we're gonna pop that baby on and see if we can get anything on it. So here, let's show the camera.
So, turning on?
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, so let's see.
Are there any spirits out here that want to talk or want to come forward and come close to this device?
All right. I'm gonna walk around. Yeah. Still nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just afraid.
That's the priest's mausoleum.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't see anything here. We might have to move. We can move to a different part. There's actually another side over there. Okay, so we approached it from a different side. That's the mausoleum. And this is the Tolomato Cemetery. Are we getting anything?
Nothing.
Nothing. All right.
You probably have to walk in there.
Yeah, we're probably not even close enough. They're like, you idiots.
There's the entrance.
Yeah,
nothing here.
Nothing at the entrance. It's raining. All right, let's go to a different cemetery then.
I know there's a lot of people buried here.
You can't see it.
What year were you born? $1924.
No way. Did you hear that? It's in 1924. What's your name?
What's your name?
What did it say?
I don't know. How did you die?
You're not supposed to ask that.
Huh?
I don't think you're supposed to ask that.
No.
Yeah.
If you're here with me right now, what age were you when you died? Can anybody come forward and give me a name? Give me your name. What was that?
I wish I could film the rest of the cemetery, everybody, but you can't see anything. Sorry.
Can't really go in either.
You can't go in either.
Is there anybody here that would like to reach out? We were asking ghosts some questions to see if we get any answers.
We're seeing if this place is haunted.
On our new device.
Yeah, we have a spirit box.
We were testing it out for tonight.
We did get an answer.
Yeah, we did.
1924. That was a good answer. That was an answer. That was an answer. So you're going to see us bounce around from a couple cemeteries here and there, and even though I can't really film it, I tried to film some of it during the day just to show you, but we're gonna still do the spirit box. Stay tuned. Okay, so we are in a different place than the video. Obviously, we were back home, and we are recording this after we got back home. So we just wanted to explain why we stopped filming so abruptly and why there's no more night footage of the cemetery. I don't want this to be like a big deal, because it's not, and we were probably like, we could have been just mistaken about it even, but we were really scared and we kind of learned a lesson. So we'll just jump right into it. So we were visiting Saint Augustine, as you know, and our first hotel was right down the street from the historic district, which was right down the street from one of the cemeteries. And we were walking around the historic district with cameras and like filming and all day for days, you know what I mean? So we were like probably pretty big targets for anybody that would want to mess with us.
Hey, look at those guys with the cameras and the
yeah. So basically, we noticed a gentleman the first day, actually. The first day, wasn't it the first day? I think it was.
Yeah, it was the first day.
Yeah, the first day, and he was right down the street from us in our hotel, and he kept looking at us, right?
As we're walking out of the store, he was just like looking at us.
Yeah, he was like just dead staring at us.
Like angry.
Yeah, he looked angry, and we kind of just ignored it, you know, and took it at face value, because in Saint Augustine, there are quite a few homeless people that do hang out in the historic district, and most of them are actually pretty chill. You know what I mean? Like, I try and like help them out and stuff when I see them. But you know, they're pretty chill, albeit there's a few, you know, eccentric ones. We'll say eccentric, you know.
Well, there's a lot of buskers and people playing music. And
yeah. And it's like, you know, it's not a scary environment, and there are a lot of like security and cops that walk around the historic district. So there's a lot. It's touristy. There's a lot of shops and visitors and stuff like that. So it is what it is. That being said, we noticed this guy grilling us. I guess it's different if you're just by yourself and somebody's looking at you, that's one thing. But if there's like other people walking around you and you're the ones that person's looking at, that's what like had me like, why is he looking at us like that? Like, he just looked so angry, you know what I mean? Like we did something, like we stepped on his toes, you know what I'm saying? And so, whatever, so we do our thing, we don't really think about it again, or at least I didn't, right?
Yep.
And I think this happened like a couple days later, right?
I think it was the second day.
The second day? Oh, like the day after?
The day after.
Okay, yeah, it was.
Because we were in the same hotel.
We were busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, okay, yes, we were. It was the second day, okay. So it was the second day, we were in the historic district. Once again, we were bumming around, videoing, filming, doing our thing, and we went to dinner. And where we went to dinner was actually across from one of the cemeteries that we wanted to get video of at night, which, by the way, that cemetery is closed to the public, so it was really hard to get video, but that's why we got the spirit box and the EMF readers, just so we could like get something, speak to somebody.
Yeah.
So anyways, so we were there doing our thing with our, you know, spirit box and our EMF reader, and have my camera and everything out, and you know, we're videoing, and I even had like my flash on, I think, right? So all of a sudden, I think we were gonna go to a different part of the cemetery, right?
Yeah.
And one thing you have to understand is that Chris and I, we've been to the cemeteries, or I'm sorry, we've been to Saint Augustine so many times, but this is the first time that we've ever gone on a weekday, and on weekday, and it was like kind of off season too, right?
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of people.
Not a lot
How
of
many people walking around, and I think it died down like around 6 o'clock.
Yeah, it did.
Most people were gone.
Yeah, it did. It died, and it was like a ghost town, literally.
Yeah.
But we thought, hey, that's even better. Nobody around. We can talk to as many ghosts as we want to, and we learned our lesson on visiting a place that we don't live in and we don't know, because right after we stopped filming, we were gonna go to a different part, and you noticed the guy, right?
Yep. You were taking pictures, and
I was taking pictures with the flash in the dark cemetery to see if I could get anything. I did.
And I think we backed up towards the street, right?
Yeah.
And we were about to walk.
Yeah, we did back up towards the street. Yeah, because it's like the front gates are like this, and then like it curves.
Yeah.
And then you go kind of in, and then the gates are right there.
And as we walked out, we seen the guy with the...
Yeah, the same guy with the hood on.
And then we walked back into where the gates were, and he started taking more pictures. But he was walking by, like, staring at us.
Yeah.
And it was weird.
Yeah, Chris got really freaked out too, because he said he looked at him the same way he looked at us earlier.
Yeah. And I think I said something to him, didn't I? I was like, hey, how are you? Or, what's up? Or something like that.
So that was the next day. And we saw that guy, like, what, was it 2 or was it 3 more times after this?
Yeah.
Now that you...
When we were in the other hotel.
Yeah, because it was, yeah.
And we're walking
we moved
through
hotels.
town.
Needless to say, I'm pretty sure that this guy was kind of following us.
Yeah.
Because after you saw him that night, then we started. Chris got freaked out, which made me get freaked out.
Yeah. Because you never know.
Yeah, because we, like I said, we were in a place that we don't live in, that we don't know. Like this man, like, it is a small area. This man could have just been walking by us, and we're over here making a big deal about it, getting scared.
Yeah.
But I guess if we could describe the way he was looking at us, you would probably understand. Like, he didn't look at us with any sort of like good intentions in his eyes.
He was kind of like looking through us.
He was literally looking at us like, I want your
Yeah, and the next day when I said something to him, he didn't say anything back and glared at me or something like that.
So I think when we were passing by, and he was standing in the sidewalk, and we had to like go around him. He was standing kind of in like on one side of the sidewalk, so we had to like go around him. And Chris is very nice, you know. He's a very very nice guy, and he was like, he goes, hey, how you doing? And that's what Chris always does, you know.
Yeah.
And the guy didn't say anything. He just looked at us like. But we did see that guy a couple more times after.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess that kind of scared us, and so for the rest of the trip, we didn't venture out at night.
No.
We thought we were really brave, and I'm sure maybe this is what we're telling you how we felt and what we felt that night, and we're in no way, shape, or form trying to like make trouble of any kind, like at all. Like it was not like the guy did not even say one word to us. Like that's what I'm saying. Like this is just. It was just a weird. It was weird. It was really weird, and it was already weird vibes probably too, because we were right next to the cemetery. Yeah. And then when we saw this guy at nighttime, one of the things that we did, and we were stupid for doing, because if the guy if he did have bad intentions, like, we were the perfect targets for it, because we kind of panicked, and we didn't like panic, we just got freaked out, and we started booking it the opposite way, which the opposite way was we ended up 10 minutes away from our hotel, walking distance, 10 minutes, so
yeah. Like completely in the neighborhood.
Completely lost. And our phones were dead too. Like, they were starting to die, right?
No, I think I had charge because I
one of our phones. Yeah, one of our. Oh, that's right. But one of our phones was low, wasn't they? Or it was mine, right? Because I think I was filming. Yeah. So, but that was. If that ever happens to you, and you ever get freaked out, or you ever feel like somebody's following you, or anything like that, make sure that you go towards your hotel.
Don't go away.
Don't go away.
Don't go in the opposite direction.
Exactly. I feel like if he had bad intentions, then we would have made it so easy to just split away and get lost, and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But all that being said, like I said, this is not meant to cause trouble or anything like that. I just wanted to explain to you why we were not able to get to the cemeteries again at nighttime, and why we couldn't go to another cemetery that we really wanted to. None of them are open to the public, so it kind of makes it hard. So the next one that you're gonna see though in this video, it was the only cemetery we were able to go during the day too. So anyways, okay, this ended up being a little bit longer. I always do that to him. I'm like, no, it won't take that long. You're a trooper. Anyways, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and there's some good stuff coming up, so enjoy it.
Next up is the San Lorenzo Cemetery, not in the historic district like the other one, but has its own stories to tell for sure. This cemetery was built in 1892 and has a history of its own with over 8,000 graves. San Lorenzo is the home to bishops, priests, nuns, and at least 90 Confederate soldiers. It's also home to a baseball player, Lyle Leroy Punch Judy, who played for the St. Louis Cardinals in 1935. I did have a hard time finding information on this cemetery, but it is still active, open to the public, unlike the other ones in the historic district, and even still offers a mass in the cemetery weekly, from what I understand. We unfortunately were too busy to go to this cemetery at night like I wanted, but as it turns out, things don't just go bump in the night after all. Is there anybody here with us?
Hello? What's your name?
Do you have a name that you could give to us? Your name? I don't know why I asked that so weird. What's your name?
Sound like church music. Is there anybody here that wants to communicate?
Does anybody have any messages they want to give to us?
If you want to talk, you can talk to this device right here.
We keep hearing somebody, but
Sounds like a woman.
yeah. If you want to talk to us, you could talk through this box. My name is Dallas, and this is Chris. So he's watching. Is that what he said?
That's what I heard.
He's watching. They're all watching us. What other questions do we have? How many up there are you around us right now? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and move locations. You know, I just noticed. Look at the shirt I'm wearing. I'm like so on theme again. Ghostbusters. I didn't plan this.
Okay, so we're gonna try again here. We're not gonna try too much because, you know, we don't want to get in trouble.
I don't want to get kicked out.
Here, hold on. You're back? You're back?
Are you buried here? Well, that was weird. Is there anybody here that wants to communicate? LD. LD.
Where?
Ligori.
LD. No way.
Is this Ligori?
Oh! He said it!
What do you say?
He said Ligori! He said Robert!
Ligori?
Oh! He said it!
What do you say?
He said Ligori! He said Robert! Oh! Can you say your name again? Can you say your name again?
Do you have a lot of people that visit you, Ligori? Are you still here with us?
Feel free to talk through this box. If you have something you want to say.
Can't listen. What? I heard Jennifer.
Is there Jennifer here? Does anybody want to talk to us before we go?
Let me make sure.
Anybody at all? You can speak through this box. I'm Dallas.
And I'm Chris.
Arlington. That's where I'm from.
Sound like the weather.
Okay, so I guess we'll just stop for now. If we've got anything, we'll come back. Andrew.
1917.
1917?
Let's do it.
Oh, wow.
Is there anybody here with us right now?
Can't see it that well.
There should be a lot of people here. If you want to,
It's all blurry.
if you want to communicate, come up to this device and talk into it.
Does anybody want to speak with us? You can speak through this device here. Anybody have a name? Any messages you want to give to us? Mine. What do you say?
You're gonna have to talk closer to the device so we can understand what you're saying.
My name is Dallas.
And I'm Chris.
If you'd like to speak to us, give us your name.
I keep hearing a lot of church music.
Yeah, there's a lot of church music. Is it possible that because we're in the place that we're in,
Yeah, could be.
a lot of bishops and nuns and... Alright.
Sounds like somebody screaming.
I don't know if we're gonna get anything. No. Alright.
Alright, well, thank you for trying.
Thank you for trying to communicate with us. And Sergeant Sternum? Is that what he said?
What does it sound like?
Sergeant? Maybe there's a sergeant around here? It's possible.
Alright, well, we're gonna go.
Okay, I'm gonna cut it here. Make sure to subscribe, turn on the bell icon, that'll notify you every time I post. And I do post every single Wednesday at 11:30 a.m. and a ton of YouTube shorts daily in between that. So the best way to get notified is to turn on the bell icon, obviously. Or you can follow me on all my social media. I link all of my YouTube links on all of my social media. I post reels and pictures. Follow me on everything. I have an account for everyone. I link that at the end of the video and in the description. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you have the best rest of your week. And as always, I'll see you next Wednesday.